The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have been a worldwide phenomenon since 1984, and they were born out of the minds of two men based in Northampton, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. Since co-creating the iconic Turtles, Kevin Eastman has seen his creations adorn pretty much anything and everything and find their way into pop culture. Now based on the West Coast, Mr. Eastman spoke to producer Tony Dunne and took a look back on 30 years of the Turtles and his time living and working right here in Western Massachusetts.
The fact that we're sitting here talking about Turtles 30 years after they were born is mind-blowing to me, and it does a bit of head-scratching sometimes, and what is it that people like about them, but I guess I'm just glad that they do. Actually, it was in Northampton, Massachusetts that I was trying to sell my artwork to a very small publication based there called SCAT. They, at that time, had really stopped doing the magazine, but they said, you draw the same kind of comic booky, goofy superhero stuff that this guy, Peter Laird, draws. You should meet him. I visited him at his studio, this tiny little studio at like 56 Main Street, right above where I think Spoletos is now, and we hit it off. Late one night, I bragged to Pete that I'm going to come up with the next big thing, and I did this sketch of a turtle standing upright. He had a mask on and nunchucks strapped to his arms, which made Pete laugh. He did a sketch to top my sketch. I then, of course, had to one-up him. So I did a sketch of 4 turtles in pencil, each with different weapons, and I called them Ninja Turtles. When he inked them in, he had a Teenage Mutant to the title, and we were laughing so hard that night. It was the silliest idea we'd ever seen. But the next morning we get up and said, we don't have any distracting paying work going on, so why don't we come up with and self-publish our own story of how the Turtles came to be, and that was in 1983. The first comic came out in 1984. We felt at home in Western Massachusetts. I grew up in Maine. I'm a New Englander. Pete's born and raised, I think North Adams was his home. It felt like the exact right place for the Turtles to call home, and that's where we called home, and it's great that they embraced us and loved having us there. We love being there.
What we're standing in right now is the entrance to the Words and Pictures Museum, and it's a cave. And what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to say with this, is the combination of telling stories by words and pictures, or just visuals themselves, has been around since the dawn of man. The first cartoonists were the cave artists.
When I established the Words and Pictures Museum many years ago up in Northampton, it was a very personal project where I wanted to showcase comic books in a museum setting, because I remember growing up and telling, even early art teachers that I wanted to draw comic books for a living, and they would say, that's really nice, but you have to have a real job, and that's really not an art form anyway. It's just comic books. That's throwaway, that's trash, that's disposable entertainment. And I was like, no, I don't care if it's a Velvet Elvis or a Jackson Pollock, it's everything in between. This is what I think is art, and this is what I want to dedicate my life to. When we did the first comic book, we never thought we'd sell a single copy. I don't know how many fans have said, when I was younger, I went through some pretty tough times, and what the Turtles could go through and survive and still rise above it really inspired me to get through some pretty tough times. And to me, that's like, holy smokes, that's a huge thing to say. And I can speak for both Pete and I. The dream came true for us when we could actually pay our bills by drawing comic books. And to be here now, 31 years later, still talking about Turtles is quite an honor. It's an amazing legacy, and I thank my lucky stars for every fan that says nice things about the Turtles or wants my autograph or pose for a picture, and it's given me the best job I could ever have dreamed for, and often dreamed about it when I was growing up. So they're so important to me.